I was watching a video, came from Maui from a couple years ago, and there was a man and a woman who were crossing a creek. They were on a rock in the middle of the creek, and a flash flood was happening, and the water was rising, and it swept them right off that rock over a waterfall, and they were struggling to find something stable that they could hold on to rather than being swept away. Fortunately for them, they were able to get to the side of the creek and found stable land. When we're going through hard things, we need something stable that we can get a hold of, and that is God's love and His faithfulness. Welcome to Truth Talk with Ed Skipper, published every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Listen to the words of David in Psalm 86, verses 14 and 15. Arrogant foes are attacking me, O God. Ruthless people are trying to kill me. They have no regard for you, but you, Lord, are a compassionate and gracious God. You are slow to anger, abounding in love and faithfulness. So God is loving and He is faithful. He cares and He is reliable. Who would not want to be a recipient of that? Who would not want to get into the fullness of experiencing the love and the faithfulness of God? When we think of faithfulness, one of the things I think of is Old Faithful, the geyser. Now, it was discovered in 1870 on an expedition, and the people were so impressed with its frequency and its size. It does erupt between every 35 minutes and 2 hours. It lasts for about a minute and a half to 5 minutes, and it goes up at least 90 feet up to 180 feet in the air. I remember visiting there in the 1970s with my friend as we were traveling across the country, and we were told that it was consistent how often it erupted, about every hour. We were disappointed because it was 2 hours or so before we got to see an eruption. People, likewise, are often disappointed in the faithfulness of God. They figure if God is loving and God is faithful, He would not allow this or that to happen in their life. But Isaiah 55, 8 and 9 says, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." So what happens is things like this in people's lives. They are praying for the healing of a loved one, and that loved one passes away. Someone loses their job, or someone is accused falsely, something they didn't do, or their children walk away from the faith. And when these kinds of things happen, people question, is God really faithful? So what is it that we can count on in terms of God? We can count on two things. One is His character never changes. He's righteous, He's holy, He's loving, He's faithful, He's wise, He's sovereign. Those things will always be true. And particularly today we're looking at He is faithful. You can count on God's faithfulness even though sometimes the way life plays out doesn't seem to show that He is faithful. It is still true. We can also count on His promises and particularly His covenants. He will always live up to what He has said He will do. So that's the source of stability for us. You can count on His character and you can count on His covenants. Now tell somebody about Truth Talk and make sure you check out some of the other 77 episodes that have already gone before this one. And until next time, may your heart be encouraged knowing the love and the faithfulness of our God.